Everybody, I want to talk about this ring, Miracle Prosperity Ring. Yes, this ring. I came across this ring on Facebook. What really attracted me to this ring was what I was going through some years ago. I packed into a new compound after that lockdown. Yes, I packed into a new compound. It seemed beautiful, no doubt, but it wasn't beautiful. Believe me, it wasn't beautiful. We were supposed to stay in the compound for like a year and a half or two because we were having a building construction. So my husband and I and my kids, we packed into the compound, and then it was good. It was beautiful the first week until, let's say, 6 months. After 6 months, we started going through a lot of things, a whole lot of things. We had problems, we had setbacks, debts. When I mean debt, huge debt, left, right, center. We were going through a lot of setbacks until I came across this ring. But before then, anybody that wants to go into a new compound, believe me, go through investigations. Both spiritually and physically, I recommend you go through it. Investigate, yes, investigate. That was the mistake we made. We saw the compound, it was nice, serene, and very calm. So we thought it was really good for us to pack into that place. So when we packed into the place, everything was going well. 6 months after that, we started going through a lot of things. My husband had problems at his workplace. At his workplace, yes, he had problems. He got duped, and my own business went down the drain. I was going through a lot of things. I was forced to ask a neighbor that stays there. I was like, what is going wrong? Since I packed into this compound, I've been going through a lot of things. I came in with two cars, but right now I have none. I've sold like the two cars I came into the compound with. My neighbor was like, my dear, I'm going through the same thing. We came in reaching to the compound, but right now I can tell you we have nothing. I was like, what is really going on wrong? What is going on? I need to find out what is going on. So I told my husband, let's go to a church. Someone told me about a church that I went to with my husband, and they were like, you need to do this, everything is going to return to normal. We did all sort of things, assignments and everything, until that fateful day. I was just relaxing and going through my phone, social media to be precise. I was going through social media, and I came across this ring, Miracle and Prosperity ring. Yeah, I came across this ring. So I told my husband I was going to order this ring, and he was like, "My dear, for you're on your own." I was like, "Babe, I really need this ring. You see, since I came into this compound, I can't pray. Everything is going backward and all that." My husband was like, "I have a lot of debt to settle. This is what you're telling me to order a ring. I have a lot of debt to settle." So I was like, "Babe, please, I really need it." And then he said, "If you really need it, get it then. But I'm not promising to buy it for you." I was really bent on getting this ring because I was facing a lot of things. So I ordered this ring. This ring comes with a manual. Once you get this ring, this is it. It comes with a manual inside of it. And inside this manual, you see how to use the ring, how to pray with it. You can see it, how to use the ring, how to pray with it. Even if you can't pray, once you get the ring and go through the manual, you will see whatever you want inside of it. Then, let me tell you what really happened when I prayed with this ring. I ordered this ring, and I prayed with it the first day. Nothing really happened the first day. Nothing really happened. I prayed with it the second night. I felt a little relieved, more than how I feel So the third day when I prayed with the ring, I had a dream. That third day, I had a dream like it was as if it was in my living room. I saw four men. They were putting on black. I was like, let me go close to them and see what is going on, what is happening, what they are talking about. So I got close to them and they were like chanting and saying things I didn't understand. I didn't really understand what they were saying, but I was really listening to them, but I did not understand what they were saying. So they were just saying and chanting a lot of things. I woke up that night. I told my husband about it, and he said I was hallucinating. I was thinking about a lot of things, and it was really about the ring that the ring is getting me crazy, that I shouldn't believe in such things and all that. I was like, I believe in the ring. I really believe in the ring. My husband was like, that is your problem, not mine. I already told you not to order the ring, but you insisted, and then that is not my problem. So I felt like, what is going wrong in my house? I I didn't tell anybody about it except my husband. So the next night I prayed about it again. I prayed with the ring again. When I prayed, I had a dream again. But this dream, this particular dream, was in another dimension. I saw this same man, this form men, but another dimension, another form entirely. It felt like they were digging a grave in my living room. Yes, they were digging a shallow grave in my living room. And after digging the grave, they called two other men to bring in a certain man. So they brought the man inside my room in that dream. His hands were tied backwards, his legs were also tied. He had a blindfold on. They brought him inside the room and he was still alive. They buried him alive in my living room. When they buried him and started covering the sand, I shouted in the dream. When I shouted, I woke up in his answer. My husband was like, what is going wrong with you? Are you raving mad? Why are you shouting in the middle of the night? And I said, I told my husband the dream, and he said, I already told you, you are hallucinating. You're thinking too much about what is happening. And I told my husband, this wasn't about me thinking about what is happening, that something is really wrong. My husband didn't believe me. But I kept praying. I kept praying and I was like, God, please, if this is really true, if this ring is really it, please show me. And then some weeks after, 2 weeks to be precise, after, I was just in the living room with my kids. We were seeing a movie. I heard a crack in the living room and I walked towards the spot. Believe me, it was the same spot in my dream. I walked towards the spot and then I saw that ground. The crack was really from the ground, and the ground, that particular spot was sinking. I was like, God, is this for real? I called my husband and I told him to come home immediately, that something is happening in the house. And my husband came home. When he came home, I told him, I already told you what I saw in my dream. Come and experience it too. So he came and he saw it and he was like, are you for real? I said, yes, so this is what I am seeing. So he called the police. And when the police came, they came and then they exhumed the corpse. They brought it out and it was really a corpse in my living room. That means somebody was buried alive in my living room. And so this is really what is causing my setback and all that. And Romans had it that anybody that lives there is either you go home, you go back to your village empty handed. And that was what was really happening around there, even to me. So after everything, my husband was like, even if you want to go and live in that house like that without a roof, let's go and live there. So I was like, let's just get another place and stay and then try to build our house. And when we left, I made investigation about the new place. I wasn't going to fall another victim. So I made investigation about the place we stayed before we packed into our house. And it was okay, but I still prayed with my ring. I would never forget to pray with my ring. So we packed into the new compound, and then the police were after my landlord, the previous compound. Rumors had it that he left the country. That I left the country. So I'm really convinced about this ring. I really want you to try out this ring. Whatever problems you have, is it marital problems, setback, you have problems at your workplace, whatever problem you have, all you have to do is just order for the ring. Once you order, it comes with this manual. And in this manual, you will see a lot of things, how to pray with it, how it works, and the wonders it works. So all you have to do is just place an order and it will be delivered to your doorstep. It really does work wonders. Try it. You will have your own testimony. This is my testimony about this ring. Thank you.